course, US elections have consequences. It matters who the US president will be, whether that's Trump or Harris. But the bottom line is that he or she will inherit the same problem, which is Russia's war of aggression against Ukraine and Russian broader imperial ambitions against the West. If President Harris wins, I think we can expect a continuation of the current policy and support for Ukraine. Of course, if Trump wins, he has said he wants to strike a deal to solve the war on day one. But unfortunately for President Trump, he's going to find out very quickly that there's no deal to be had with Mr. Putin, who, of course, has shown no ambition and no desire to reduce his goals against Ukraine. So, a Ukraine that is not allowed to join NATO, a Ukraine that will forever be under Russia's thumb, is not acceptable for Ukrainians, and Ukrainians will keep on fighting. So, there's no deal to be had in the ways that former President Trump has been saying. So I think the problem is at the end of the day, is less about the United States and it's more about Europe, because this is a war that's happening in Europe's borders on the European continent. And yet we're not seeing Germany and we're not seeing Europe more broadly take leadership and support Ukraine with everything that we possibly can. We're still not acknowledging here in Europe that this is a war that affects the future of European peace and security in a way that it will not affect the United States. So, to my mind, Europe should worry far less about the outcome of the US elections and far more about what Berlin, Paris, and other European countries can do for Ukraine now to make sure that Ukraine has everything it needs to win. And if the Ukrainians choose to negotiate, not be forced by anyone to negotiate, that they do that on the strongest terms possible. So that would be my suggestion for Europe as we look at what's going to happen November 5th in the United States.